Bro, what if I told you one single game almost evolved an entire country into walking cursed weapons? Yeah, the Culling Game wasn't just bloodsport. This wasn't about survival. It was Kenjaku's ritual to flip the entire system, turning humans into something darker, something way beyond sorcery. Imagine Japan sliced into deadly colonies, sealed off like cursed cages, where every breath you take feeds someone's master plan. Over 4,000 brains were modified, literally hacked, to awaken cursed techniques they didn't even know they had, forcing evolution through chaos. And here's the sick part. If they didn't join the game, their brains would rupture in 19 days. Zero choice. Pure trap. Kenjaku, the ancient puppet master, used Suguru Geto's body, like a mask, while pulling strings to build humanity's cursed upgrade. Players had to kill to survive. 5 points for a person, 1 point for a cursed spirit, turning survival into a scoreboard of slaughter. 100 points? You could escape. Or worse, add new rules to twist the game even further. But here's where it gets insane. Every death wasn't random. Every kill pumped cursed energy straight into Kenjaku's ritual pipeline. Tokyo colonies became pressure cookers, packed with awakened humans, cursed spirits, and ancient sorcerers reincarnated to test modern power. And in the middle of this nightmare, Yuji Itadori walked in, not as a spectator, but as the spark that could rewrite everything. Beside him, Megumi Fushiguro had one desperate mission: save his sister Tsumiki before the game swallowed her whole. But Kenjaku was always 10 steps ahead, hiding a truth bigger than any of them could imagine. Every barrier, every rule, every corpse, they were fuel for one monstrous evolution: Cursed Humans 2.0. And just when they thought they understood the game, the real purpose hit like a cursed bullet straight to the heart. Yuji and Megumi split up inside Tokyo Colony Number 1, facing awakened humans who barely understood their own powers but were forced to kill. Megumi got ambushed by Registar's crew, Fake Smiles, Real Blood, while Yuji faced Higuruma inside a courtroom domain where guilt could kill. Higuruma's cursed technique dragged Yuji into a deadly trial, judging him for Shibuya, while Kenjaku's plan quietly expanded like a curse beneath their feet. But then Higuruma broke. He realized Sukuna was the real monster, gifting Yuji a single point and rewriting the rules of the game. Meanwhile, in Sendai Colony, Yuta clashed with ancient sorcerers, Druve, Uro, Ishigori, battles so insane they shattered barriers and reminded everyone Heian power never died. Every fight was proof. The more people bled, the more cursed energy filled Kenjaku's ritual, pushing Japan closer to forced evolution. Hikari in Tokyo Number 2 went full unkillable mode, gambling with infinite cursed energy, while Kashimo hunted Sukuna like a god of lightning. Over in Sakurajima, Maki's heavenly restriction shredded cursed players, and Naoya Zenin evolved into a monstrous speed curse. Proof cursed humans could mutate too. Each colony became a heartbeat in Kenjaku's giant engine, pulsing cursed energy straight toward Tengen like veins feeding a single brain. And bro, it gets worse. The US military got dragged in, used as disposable batteries to supercharge the ritual with fresh cursed energy. Hana Kurusu, Angel, stepped in. Her powers the only hope to unseal Gojo and crush Kenjaku's timeline before everything fused into one entity. Tengen's fall wasn't just a side note, it was the key. Once merged, every human in Japan would become a cursed node. Yuki Tsukumo confronted Tengen in the tombs of the Star Corridor, tearing away the mask and exposing the evolution bomb beneath it all. Kenjaku arrived like he'd already won, showing them the entire plan: merge souls, rewrite humanity, and call it evolution. Yuki detonated herself in one last strike, but even that couldn't stop Kenjaku from claiming Tengen's body for the final phase. While Kenjaku merged Tengen's form, Sukuna made his own move, using Yuji's end-chain vow to jump into Megumi's body with surgical precision. In one twisted instant, the hero became the vessel, and Megumi's soul got drowned inside the bath, breaking the team's last sense of control. Yoruzu, obsessed with Sukuna, used her rule to allow cross-colony travel, turning the game's final stage into a battlefield built for gods. Sukuna slaughtered Yorozu with surgical ease, crushing her true sphere domain and leaving Tsumiki's body broken, shattering Megumi's heart from the inside. Across every colony, the killing slowed. Not because the danger ended, but because Kenjaku didn't need more bodies. He had enough cursed energy. The rules tightened. Entry was shut down. The game was locked for its final act: Kenjaku versus anyone who dared to interrupt evolution. Yuji, Maki, Yuta, Hikari, Angel. Everyone carried different scars from different colonies, but they stood at the edge of something bigger than war. Kenjaku wasn't just trying to win. He was trying to erase the line between humans and curses forever. And then, Gojo Satoru returned. One step, one smirk, and the air itself bent under the weight of limitless power. December 24th was set, a day etched for the ultimate collision. Kenjaku's evolution dream versus Gojo's unshakable will. But the evolution wouldn't vanish, even if Kenjaku fell. The cursed energy was already soaked into the veins of Japan itself. Yuji, once a spark, was now the only prototype that could stand between total merger or a future no one understood. The world wasn't divided between humans and curses anymore. It was becoming something in between, something unstable, something terrifyingly new. All of this started as a game, but it ended as a choice: transcend or burn with the old world. And in that silence before war, one truth burned bright. This wasn't just a fight for survival, it was a battle for what humanity becomes.